Time the NYPD releasing its November crime stats.
All right, murders were down last month. Overall crime, though, was up 21%. Robberies saw a 42% spike. Felony assaults increased 11%, and hate crimes are up an alarming 100% from a year ago. And
on the heels of those numbers, this video surfaced on social media today showing an Asian man the victim of a random attack on a city bus. Arthur CHIEN has more now on the growing outrage over these disturbing violent incidents. He's on the Upper East Side with more for us, Arthur.
Lori, Steve, that this happened in the middle of the morning yesterday as people were going to work on a bus in Manhattan is disturbing on its own, but that it comes a day after the NYPD updated us on how hate crimes are doubling in this city makes it all the more noteworthy that a lot of incidents are happening that might not be reported to police.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Yet another example of another attack, this time an older Asian man riding an MTA bus in broad daylight Tuesday morning. He was hit once, then shoved into a seat, threatened the entire time.
Sit down, man. Sit the down.
The incident lasted longer than the painful 56-second video clip, which was given to community activist Andy Chen.
How come the bus driver didn't say anything or stopping us or helping this victim out? And all those bystanders in the bar didn't do anything to help this elderly.
Chen says the victim left, declining to report the attack. Same for the bystander who recorded the incident, giving the video evidence to Chen, citing the fear of retribution. On Tuesday, the NYPD reported hate crimes targeting Asians has quadrupled, and community activists say this case shows the real numbers are significantly higher.
We all know, mostly in AAPI community, still majority people did not report the crime. I don't know, because of our culture, language barrier, or the way they fear that the attacker may coming back to them to do something to them.
As cases pile up, some activists say there's a lack of trust. Victims don't believe the city will protect them, and so they stay quiet. It's a disconnect the NYPD's chief of detectives alluded to just the day before.
And it's been described to me, maybe I'm in a bubble, or maybe we were in a bubble looking at stuff. So you get a different viewpoint.
To that end, the NYPD created an anti-hate crimes unit last year and also brought in a civilian advisory panel to better connect with communities they serve. While many believe the efforts are making a difference, there are still examples of how far there is to go.
Now, the community activist we spoke with said there is an acknowledgement that mental illness likely played a role in that incident and in others, but he said in the community there is the feeling that whatever the city's strategy is for how it handles the mentally ill on the city streets is failing dangerously. On the Upper East Side, Arthur CHIEN, Fox 5 News. Steve, Lori, back to you guys.
All right, Arthur, thank you.